What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Jumar's World Podcast. And right now, we're going to be taking a look at the Eagles. Yes, the Philadelphia Eagles. A lot of you guys are like, yo, G, you an Eagle hater. You always hate on the Eagles. No, that's not true, bro. I just don't care for the Eagles at all. It doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I'm telling you right now, this season is going to be probably one of the best for the Eagles because I think right now, with the way that Jalen Hurts getting A.J. Brown, it's a lot going on. Different things are happening within the team. I think that they're ready to take off with Jalen. As much as people don't really respect him as a quarterback, they think he's just a runner. He's a game manager. I think that I like his intangibles. Now, will that take them to a Super Bowl this year? Probably not, but I think they'll have a formidable record in the NFC East. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump into it with the Detroit Lions. This is definitely what it's about, all right? I love me some Dan Campbell. I keep saying this because people keep trying to say, yo, bro, you hating on the Lions. Like, everybody thinks I'm hating on their teams. I'm not. Your teams are just not that good. What do you want me to do? You want me to get on the podcast and lie for you? I can't do that. I'm just giving you brutal honesty the way that I feel that it is. And if you can't deal with it, that's fine. But I don't believe the Detroit Lions are going to beat them. I don't think the Detroit Lions are going to beat the Eagles week 1. That's my opinion. Now, if I'm wrong, feel free to come back to the podcast and go wild and do whatever you want to do to me, bro. Like, yo, say, yo, G, you don't know what you're talking about, whatever. Just don't get too crazy so that everything works out. It's all fun and games. We're just trying to have some fun with it with the prediction, so it's not that serious, bro. But again, I feel that they're definitely going to beat the Lions. To the Vikings, I'm going to give this win to the Vikings. All right, and I'm going to tell you why. Justin Jefferson seems to be taking off to the point where it's just like, bro, this guy, yo, he's an all-star. Bro, look, he's an all-pro receiver. He's definitely, he runs the route tree. He does everything he's supposed to do to be one of those guys that you should watch. I think he's going to be drawing some double teams this season. But even with that being said, I think that overall, they still got Darius Slay. I think he's 9,000 years old. He's probably not going to be able to cover him. And I don't think they have a corner there that's formidable enough to cover Justin Jefferson. So I'm going to give the win to the Vikings on that one. As we go to the Commanders, I believe, okay, so this is an NFC East matchup, and anything can happen within the division. I'm going to pretty much go ahead and give the win to the Eagles to start off the year. I know it's at Washington. I don't respect Washington. I don't respect whatever they're doing over there, Carson Wentz. Well, whoever's over there, dude, I don't respect it. So I'm going to go with the Eagles in that one. We jump right to the Jaguars. I'm going to go with the Jags, okay, because, well, no. Let me take that back. I'm going to go with the Eagles beating the Jags. See, Jag fans jumped up and started doing backflips in their house. My mistake, bro. The Eagles should beat the Jaguars. They're not a good football team, so I'm fully expecting that to end up in the favor of the Eagles. The Arizona Cardinals, I think by this time, would they have DeAndre Hopkins back? I think they would. I got to go check about his suspension with the whole PED or whatever the hell he's doing. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to give it to the Arizona Cardinals. This is going to be a loss regardless for the Eagles. But I got to check it out. As the season gets closer, I got to go ahead and make sure with all these different teams, because I try to make sure that I have enough knowledge about all 32 teams so that when I actually release the podcast and I get questions and stuff like that, I can answer them. Because I'm always, reading an article about football. I'm always on NFL.com trying to stay up to date. So that situation right there, I do believe that's going to be a Cardinals win. The Dallas Cowboys, now this is home for the Eagles. Dude, I don't really, they're going to split. I don't know which way it's going to split, but I could say because Dallas is home in this one, we'll give it to Dallas. I just believe they're going to split their games. Week 7's a bye. We go to the Steelers. I had a Steelers fan go crazy on me recently, like, yo, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. The Steelers are tough. Look, I'm going to give the Steelers they do. Listen, I told you they're still a formidable team. I just don't think that they are receptive to Mike Tomlin as much as they used to be since the whole AV thing in the locker room with the recording. But I do feel that the Steelers will win this game, so I'm going to give them a loss in this game. Like, I'm calling it based on the way that I see it. The Texans, it's a win. It has to be a win. Because if the Eagles don't win this is bad, bro. You got to be able to beat the Texans. And, look, it's certain games that you have to come out with the victory. This is one of them. You got to make sure that you come up with the victory here. Get it done. The Washington Commanders, I believe the Eagles are good enough to actually sweep them, bro. So I'm going to give them the win. I'm going to give them the win in the division. NFC East matchup, same thing. The Colts are tough. That's going to be a loss. Like, dude, I don't really, dude, it has to be, right? Like, doesn't it have to be a loss? Like, I would assume that it has to be. just by the dude. I don't know. I think it has to be a loss. The Colts are mad, bro. The Colts are tough and underrated. Jonathan Taylor's ready to go and take off. That O-line is just savage. I would have to go ahead and do that. I would probably say, for the most part, that yeah, that's going to more than likely be a loss for the Eagles. The Packers, it's another loss. Like, I can't sit up here and act as if it's going to be a win when I know it's not. Like, that's just not what I do. Tennessee Titans, another loss. See, this is getting bad now. I didn't realize that their schedule was this tough. Oh, it gets easier. The Giants. Oh, the New York Football Giants, Nick. This is where you get saved, bro, because the Giants suck, Nick. Okay, so that's what the problem is. All right, so look, the Giants are just going to come in at the perfect time to get dominated, bro, and revitalize the Eagles and make them like, you know, oh my God, we could actually win. That's what they're going to be good for. The Bears are all screwed up. So I'm going to give the win to the Eagles because I don't know what they're doing. The Dallas Cowboys, I told you they're going to split. So I would give this, you know, this win. Well, this is going to be a loss, I believe, right? Because the other one was the win. Okay, so they're going to go ahead and get dude, it's a split. It's being split. I don't know. I don't even know what I just did before, you know, higher up, bro. It's going to be split. Whether I gave them a win, loss, I don't even remember what I was doing. But this one is at Dallas. I would give this one to Dallas. All right, let's just give it to Dallas and just see what, you know what I'm saying, see what it is. New Orleans Saints, I'm going to get bashed for this. But I think, the Saints going to win this game. That's another loss. Like, dude, I don't, dude, am I getting this wrong right now? Like, I just believe that, dude, they still have a possibility of making the playoffs regardless of what's going on. The last week game, they're going to beat the Giants, though. They're going to definitely beat the Giants. So I got them going 8-9. That's my record for the Eagles. I think that's where they are, and I think it's a possibility that they may get a playoff spot with that record. Now, this is where it gets really, really interesting, right? For any reason, if they're able to take off and just go wild, like just say they catch fire, like, you know, Hurts, Brown, like things are going crazy. The most that I would give them is like, I guess I would go like 10-7 maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe 2 more wins they get out of this. I don't really see them being a threat as far as like playoff contending. Defensively, I don't think they have enough pieces defensively. Can they be tough? Is it a possibility they make it out as as the winner of the NFC East? I still think the Cowboys are going to get that. As bad as the Cowboys can actually go out and perform, I think that they're still going to end up being the #1 team in the NFC East. But that doesn't mean that 2 teams can't come out in the NFC East. So I don't believe in the Giants. I don't believe in the Commanders. So that's where I am with it right now. I would love to hear your feedback about it if you're watching it on YouTube. If you're listening to it as a podcast, shout out to you guys with all the downloads. You guys have been downloading, going crazy. If you're on YouTube leaving comments, thank you so much for that. If you're on the website, gmilesworld.com, and you're viewing it from there and leaving comments, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. But at the end of the day, I do, really believe that the Eagles are not ready to take that next step. As of right now, I don't think they're ready to take that next step to be like playoff contenders, playoff bound, thing like that. But I think that they're competitive enough to probably, like I said, 8-9, you know what I'm saying, 9-8, something like that. I think maybe 500. That's what I think for your Philadelphia Eagles. So let me know. Am I dead wrong? Let me know. It is what it is. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.